everyone, I'm back. So I want to talk about Jada's perspective on all of this. So Jada, a couple of days ago, basically posted on her Instagram page that it was time to heal. It was time for healing. Now, I can't co-sign that because the whole world is frantic. The world that has access to the Oscars, they're all frantic about this. But what I will talk about is Jada laughing. So according to the blogs, there's a video that surfaced that catches Jada Smith laughing at Chris Rock being slapped. And you don't see her face. You see the back of her. You see it from the back. But you see that she is laughing. Now, what I want to discuss is that if I roll my eyes at something that I find to be disgusting, I'm not going to laugh once I see it. Now, let's be clear. I have defended her over this because she was being mocked and ridiculed, and it wasn't cool and it wasn't nice. But once all of that comes into play, I feel that the proper gesture should have been, oh my God. But hey, people react to things differently. You never know. It is what it is. I also want to say that this whole thing is unfortunate because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Jada told Will to do that. I don't think Jada would have Will risk his whole career, her lifestyle, her world, her family's reputation to go up there and smack him, which is innocent Chris Rock. But what I do believe is that Will just got fed up with playing a Hollywood game. And it was a message to basically like, you know what? I'm winning this Oscar for an excellent role. I may never win again. But I'm going to let y'all know from here on out, I ain't y'all puppet. I ain't y'all coon. And yeah, I'm defending my wife in terms of her reputation. I know y'all talk about her a lot. But there's a difference between talking about the entanglement thing as opposed to talking about her appearance. Once you're talking about her appearance, those are low shots. You're basically disrespecting and insulting her. Talk about me. I'm the one that was nominated. Why are you going to talk about my wife? She's not a nominee. So what I'm going to say is that people are going to talk about this. They're going to criticize Jada because she laughed. And I wish that Jada didn't roll her eyes. I wish Jada would have said something and shouted out something to Chris. Even if she would have cursed. But this was opened by Chris Rock. And it's just a horrible thing. I know I'm like, going through the motions of all this because I wish it wouldn't have happened. But do I think Jada is the bad guy? Jada wasn't the one that cracked the joke. Jada wasn't the one that slapped. She didn't tell Will to slap. Jada was basically, according to Will, she was insulted. And the sad thing about this is, more than likely, Jada will never get an Oscar nomination. Not even for being a producer, because of this situation. And I don't think they'll ever go to the Oscars again. And this is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But the one thing I think they're going to allow is for Will to keep his Oscar. But Jada is really not going to get work. And that's the bad part about it. And that's bad. Because she's a really good actress. She's a talented person. It's just that she didn't have, like, superstar added to her name. Like, with Will Smith's brand, it's whatever. They're together. But I do believe, this is my theory, I believe that they were going to get separated. And I believe that after the Oscar win, or probably next year, they were going to file for separation. But Will really loves her. And that's a beautiful thing to see. But the problem that I have is that this man really loves you. Do you really, really love him? If you notice, when he won his Oscar, she didn't kiss him right away. They basically, their foreheads kissed. It was comical. And then she kissed him on the lip. But it wasn't like this real passionate yum, 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 yum. Like, you would have thought that he would have took her by her arms and wrapped his arms, took her by the back and wrapped his arms around her. It probably would have zipped her if it wasn't for that whole situation of the entanglement. And now, it's not just the bald head, because that joke could have been passing. It could have been a passing joke here and there. It was fucking dirty. But still, it could have just been like, nobody would have talked about it. Maybe, he talked about the bald head. But now it's the center of the world. And when you go for auditions, it's going to be, okay, the bald head, the bald head, the bald head. Because people are going to look at you like, you caused all this commotion at the Oscars. Because you rolled your eyes. Because you didn't like what was said. Another thing, too, is that what will happen to the family brand? What will happen to Red Table Talk? You got to think of all those things. So I'm going to close this out. This is a real quick one. I'll be back later for one more, and then I'll call it a night. Later.